Good morning, YouTubers. It is January 5th, 2022, and it's cold this morning. It's 32 degrees. I'm out here at the drag strip, and I guess I just wanted to let you know before I fly. I'm going to wait till the sun comes up, just so there's no frost on the wing or anything, but I want to let you know how things started. Give you the story. It was probably, seems like a long time, 40 years ago probably, when I lived in Wisconsin. My dad took the kids to to Oshkosh, Wisconsin, EAA, and they had an ultralight fly-in, and it was mainly just fixed wing ultralights, and they had all kinds of cool competitions, or what I thought was cool. You know, they were dropping markers down on a target while flying over, see who could get closest to the target. They also did some flying where they had to do spot landings, so their front wheel would have to land on a certain target on the ground. And we were having a great time, and all of a sudden we look up, and here's this guy, later found out to be a paramotor pilot, didn't even know what that was at the time, and he came in doing a spiral and did a swoop landing, and we just thought that he was the craziest dude around. You know, he just came in, landed on his feet, everyone just started clapping, and it was just awesome. And just think about it, 40 years later, I'm that crazy dude. But no, me, my sisters, we all remember, my dad, we all remember that same story, the same time, and at that fly-in, and the main thing we remember is the crazy paramotor pilot. And he wasn't doing anything crazy, you know, but it was just, you know, compared to a fixed wing, it was just crazy. But I'm out here at the drag strip. I'm just waiting for the sun to crest, so over the mountains, so I can get a little bit warmer. But I wanted to show you what the drag strip is. It's sand and dirt. Got some snags out here, and at the end of the runway, or our LZ, is a lot of jumping cholla. I don't know if you're going to be able to see in the low light, but this plant here is called jumping cholla. And you look close, and that is one horrific cactus. Thing about cholla, the needles have barbs on them. So if you just barely touch one needle, it's going to stick in your finger, and you can't use your other finger to pull it out, because then your other fingers will get impaled by these cholla. But out here at this LZ, kind of call this area you can call it the forest of pain. But you look at all these cholla. If you came in too low and you hit one of these, you're going to be picking thorns out for days. Normally the best thing to do is to use a needle nose pliers. If you don't have that, you try and find a couple sticks, just because you can't touch them with your other hand to get it out. So, and what happens with these cholla, when these pieces of the cactus fall off, they just start growing in the ground. You know, a lot of the cactus out here, if you break off a piece, put it in the dirt, eventually it's just going to start growing. So that's what we have here. Quite the forest. I'm trying to stay far enough away, but it's all jumping cholla. And usually in the morning we're taking off from this end, but unfortunately the other end has the same. Wind looks pretty good this morning. Got a nice breeze. Might be able to actually do a reverse launch today. And it's cold for out here, 32 degrees. I did come out, I don't know, a week or two ago, and I laid my wing out and got all ready. I had it all ready before dark, but then the frost came and put a layer of frost on my wing. And I don't know if it's because of that extra weight on the wing or it's kind of like icing of a wing. I just could not get off the ground. The wing would come up, but then it just didn't want to give me any lift. And I think it might be all that frost that got built up on my wing. So I'm gonna just get in the air today. First launch of 2022. I just wanted to get in the air and I don't know, just play it by ear, see how the air is. Looking at everything at right after I take off, looks like it'll be I'll get a nice breeze, and then once I get up in the air more, it should level off and not bad at all. I'm not going up too high. Of course, I think at like 4,000 feet there's quite a bit of gusty wind, but I'm going to stay down lower. And you can see I have my things set up, and I purposely, because of that frost, I don't have my wing out yet, but I'll put it out shortly, and we'll get this party started. Stay tuned, and like always, if you like my videos, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, let me know how I'm doing, and leave comments. So far I've been able to keep up with all the comments, and I usually read them all and try and reply. So leave a comment. I did try the chase cam to hook it up, but I'm not quite sure how to attach it since my lines on the parachute or my wing, they're like sewn into the wing. They're not like attached to a loop at the wing. So there's nowhere really for me to attach it. So I'm going to wait till I'm out here one day with one of the more experienced pilots that is familiar with the chase cam and what they think, if it's even a possibility, because I'd like to try that. And I would like to try the 2D steering and do that. But that'll be coming in the future. Today, like I said, I just wanted to get in the air. You can see Mount Lemmon has snow up on top. And then we go over, there's a Flight for Life helicopter. And then we go over to the Rincons. They had snow on some of the peaks a couple days ago, but yesterday it got up to 70 down here. Still cold up there, but it seems like most of it melted. So wind looks good. I'm just gonna just give it a little bit this morning, just because I don't want to freeze too bad. So I'm gonna go in the truck and warm up, and hopefully we'll be getting in the air soon. Okay guys, it's almost time. It's a little warmer, maybe by like 1 or 2 degrees. I'm warming up my motor right now, just because it's so cold. And then I'm gonna load up and get her going. I got my wing laid out. If you can see, where are we here? I can't even see myself. There you go. We're moments away from getting in the air. Can't wait. have to say, that was not pretty. I wasn't leaning back like I should have been. What you're seeing over there with the snow on the top is Mount Lemmon. Yeah, I had a little messy launch there. I had a crappy launch because it didn't come up too bad, but I started moving and I couldn't keep up with the wing, didn't give it enough brake, and I wasn't leaning back like I should have been. So it was my fault, of course, it always is. It's nice and smooth up here. It was a little bumpy right off the launch, but not bad. I think I'm going to let some trims out here. Okay, trimmers are out. I got plenty of fuel. It took me forever to get off the ground. Initially, I didn't record it, but I had tried a reverse launch, and for whatever reason, I got the wing up nice, turned around, and it just went canty-wampus, and I couldn't correct it. But I suppose I haven't had a bad launch in a while, so I was due. Warmed up quite a bit. It was 32 degrees when I got here. All my lines look good. Had one little snag, but I got rid of that once I was in the air. Now I'm heading into the wind now, so my time to get back will be pretty darn quick. I should check the time. If I can get to my... Yeah, that launch was ugly. Ugly. Had some bad rocking back and forth. I'll take my glove out here. Okay. miles per hour ground speed. 34. This is my trimmers out into the wind. Not bad at all. It's already, geez, 8:22, so I'm not going to be flying real long. My camera was a little loose, so hopefully it's not pointing up in the air this whole time. I was seriously considering giving up today because things weren't working out for me on the ground, but I took my time and got things worked out, so it's good to be in the air. Yeah, I was on the border that time of aborting that launch, and I actually thought I had regained it. You know, I should have either aborted or, if I had the room, continue to taxi a little bit more. But just seemed like it got to the point that I couldn't keep on running anymore that fast or go faster. I probably should have been leaning back a lot farther. See a lot of different power lines that are like hidden down there. You have to, you're not going to be able to see them on the camera. You can kind of see the lines in the dirt where they have them, but there's quite a bit of power lines down low. Wind's blowing pretty good. Gonna keep on checking my fuel just because now that I remember, the last time I flew over here towards the golf course and towards the Safeway grocery store, I ended up having an engine out on the way home where I ran out of gas. So I got a lot of fuel today. That might have been part of my issue taking off. I probably had a good 10 liters of fuel, and that adds a lot of weight, as well as the holidays extra weight I've probably put on. But that'll teach me. Always keeping an eye out for other aircraft, since we do have a military base nearby. And we're right in the line of the Flight for Life. I don't know if they're coming out of Wilcox or Benson or where, but just kind of following the wash here. More power lines down there. One other thing I'm gonna, I think, start doing is killing my engine before I land. Just because if I ever do get that chase camera working, I'm gonna have to kill the motor prior to landing. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up with a camera in the prop. Okay. Just slowly pull my trimmers. Yeah, I guess I'll leave them out. I'm going to get away from these. I'm pretty high up, so I'm not bothering the horses or anything. And then I'm going to probably start turning around just because I don't want to be up here when when thermals and everything else start kicking off. So I'm going to do a weight shift to the right. I can see my LZ from here. I can see that school far off in the distance. Past that there's a little dirt area a little to the right. That's my LZ. Now I'm going downwind, so I can tell my speed's picked up quite a bit. Let's see here. I hate having to keep on taking my glove off. Like I said, I believe that's Mount Lemon there with the snow on top. They've been getting some snow this year. It's kind of a nice place to visit. You can drive all the way up. At least in the summertime, it's like 20 degrees cooler up top. So when you get to 120 degrees down here, it's a perfect day to take a ride. I'm going to do a flyby first, as I usually try and do. But I want to show you the jumping cholla from above. If you can look over, I don't know if you can see my blue truck there. Just behind it and to the right of it there, you can see the little forest of jumping cholla. And at the other end of the LZ, there's some more. It's just not as thick. But normally, it's not an issue. You shouldn't be coming in, I guess, too short. If your motor's on, you can always give yourself a little extra just to keep moving. You can always go longer and walk. You can see my drop level here because I'm moving with the wind, so I'm dropping a lot faster. It's actually pretty nice. It warmed up quite a bit. A little bumpy down low here, just as it was on takeoff, and I did see that in my apps I look at. Woo! Yeah, it's bumpy here. houses. So on my descent, it's probably going to be pretty bumpy. Not going to be pretty, but it is what it is. See, get a feel for what the wind's going to be like. I might actually just land here. Not prettiest, but we're on our feet, on the ground.